and gentlemen. This is Aaron the Big B here, bringing you another replay. Today it is going to be a TVZ, and today we're not going to just see my one-sided view and hear my thought process through this game. We're going to do a pretty much an analysis of both players and see how I magically won this game and what this guy could have done better and what I could have done better. So we're just gonna speed up through here and go on. Probably should do the introductions. Top right is Dingus, our opponent. This is ladder, by the way. And down here is me. Alright, so we're gonna do our 12 racks, 13 refinery for that standard Reaper expand. Oh, I'm really full today, guys. Just had Chinese food. Fills a man up. Spawning pool does a 15 hatch, and I believe that was a 16 pool. Get my marine out, orbital. Reaper goes out. Still scouting, seeing when he takes his gases. Starts transferring drones down. Alright, there goes his double queens. Still no lings, puts down a spine crawler instantly. Obviously not going to go for any early pressure or scouting because he obviously has his overlords. I don't get this overlord, which is kind of sad for me. He does make sure I am taking that expansion. Reaper comes in to scout, chills. Very close. I'm getting that. Okay, we're gonna slow it down here. Factory reactor. Standard opening for me every game in TVT and TVZ. I do Reaper into expansion into a 4 Helene drops. Whether it does any damage or not, it will delay his mining time and get you not further ahead, but give you a little edge. Also gives you pressure, so they have to make more static defense early on and not make any drones or units if they're going to attack. Third, going down at, that was probably like 4 minutes, 4:30 standard, I guess. Kind of curious why he did not put it up here. I guess maybe not a lot of people would suspect the third Zerg to, put it down there. So we might react defensively and start throwing up more bunkers because we might thinking he's doing a 2-base all-in. So, factory swap, tech lab, starport going up, making our 4 Hellions orbital commands, trading them SCVs. Zerg is just macroing non-stop. He's got a macro hatch coming up. And this guy is playing very greedy. Now, if I sat there and I was in gold, and I used to do, a 6 racks, 5 racks, 4 racks, 1 base, all in with SCVs, if I would have done that this game, he would have possibly died, because once again, he has no scanning information at all, like zip, and like he just has metabolic boost starting, and with my timing of on base all in, it hits like I'm at his base at 7:30, so he would take some good damage or just lose to it out straight. So he's getting lair, double evo. Third is not saturated yet, but I'm sure he's working on that. Again, 8 drones, 0 Zerglings whatsoever. Here comes our medevac drop. Scan to see what he's doing, and I just see drones going. And guess I wasn't really paying attention to what direction those drones are going. It's like, okay, it's just saturating to start over here. But I do see the, third with my drop. Here come Hellions, moving on in. Those down in spine crawler. See how much damage we can do. Now I would be starting to do Hellbats more, but they are getting nerfed, so they're not going to be as good as they used to be. No, I think I try to get one more hit off. I think I do run, or I sacrifice. No, I run. Not focusing that weak one. Do get him out. We go. Just chill here. Okay, so back home. My minerals is rising. I need to work on my multitasking a lot better. Like, I could be having more SCVs on the way. Like, those should be fully saturated by now. Third CC is going down. I should have like a bunch of units and, you know, medevacs coming out right now, but I don't because multitasking isn't that great. Zerg just now made his first round of Zerglings in the game. Again, not that many though. Still droning, more overlords, 5 more. Guess he's starting to get frustrated of being supply blocked. Infestation pit, getting that pathogen glands for infestors. Using a poke up to see what you can see here. See if we've taken our third yet, which we have not. We're about to at some point here. This map is pretty darn good for taking a third for Terran because, again, your arm is going to be all right here, so you're defending your natural, and your third was just like Widowmine line, and Widowmine's up here and back here, and your army and all that. Our scouting medevac to see where he's at. We can't do any damage with this, so we just pull it back. Idle drones. Alright. Now, I see that he has basically no units. But he has 19 larvae, but I could be pressuring him right now, which I should be doing. Should already have 1-1 almost finished by now, but I do not. Like, I have 5 Widowmines, a handful of Marines. I mean, if I was better at my macro and all that, I should have a decently sized army and be able to pressure this. And one problem I'm having in TVZ is getting rid of creep. I'm way too passive and just let the creep go wherever it wants, which it should not be allowing. Zerg is doing pretty good, you know, macroing, not making any attacking units. Drone. Finally take my third. The decent timing. I mean, me seeing that he has like no units, I should have taken this like at 10 minutes. But yeah. Upgrades are still not going. There we go, they just started. No, we have all that. We have stim done, combat shields on the way, medevac should be training. Doing all that goodness. Rally point to there. Just scan to see what he's got. Of course, he's not there. For some reason, drones. I think I scan right here, and he tries to fake me out. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. He tried to make it look like I didn't know that there was a base here, or that was just a misclick. Oh no, he just had to put the base up here. Again, like, I don't understand why he doesn't take this base. This base is perfectly safe. Like, maybe he's just trying to hide it, I don't know, but scouting Viking. I think this dies, yeah, sadly. Did scare us. Doesn't have no overlord spread though, but like I said, creep out of control. I'm not controlling it like I should be. Playing passive as can be. Think about when 1-1 finishes, I go for the, you know, not the, just the pressure, and you know, and it's not working, because usually the standard timing is a 2-2 timing, and you know, you don't have a ginormous army, but you have a good army size, and put some pressure on it, and you have your 4th CC going down, because you know, so it can't really counterattack when you're up in their base. He should be dropping more, because like he has no defense here, a spine crawler here, medevac with marines and marauders can take that out, drop here. Like, he's gotten really no static defense at all. I should be punishing this, but I do not know this at all because of my lack of scouting. Getting that second factory for the tech lab to get the pardon me, the burrow upgrade for the Widowmines. I do start to move out here. Do take out all these lings, infestors. Now he's got a lot of queens here, obviously for creep spread. Scan to get rid of all that creep because I'm, you know, take forever though to do it. Spreading out my Widowmines, so it's good covering all the places that he can come from potentially and flank. Now this is a pretty small army. Again, we're not that far behind in SCVs. We're decently far behind, but I should have more. But I mean, at this point, all my base is saturated. Like, all this money is not good. I should be laying down more barracks, a couple more CCs and all that. Getting rid of all the creep. Pardon me. I scan these ultras and I'm like, oh, poo. I literally have no marauders. I have 9 marauders. Right, this engagement. This is, you know, let's check our army value. I am winning, but you know, 2-2 ultras are pretty good against 1-1 marines. And this game, I usually win in upgrades, but this game I'm slacking severely in the upgrades, which you should not stay on the upgrades, by the way. Dragon Claws is not done yet. Medevacs are being produced. Now, what a lot of Zergs are like not tending to do for some reason is get like Ling Muta is pretty good in my opinion. It's more macro based though, but the mutas really help wear down the medevac value. Because when you just go Ling Ultra, like just pure Lings and Roaches into Ultras like that, I will have my medevacs the entire game unless I'm retarded and, you know, fly them into Queens and all that. But most of the time I will have an astounding number of medevacs, which brings back Terrans into the game basically. If you're down low, like a medevac can help tremendously bring you back. I'm at a loss for words here. Decent fungals going down. Transfuse. I didn't really understand what was going on until I saw him trying to transfuse, and I knew I lost this battle, so I picked up as much as I can. I should have picked up instantly. I think yeah. Pretty much going for the unkillable army here, but just ground army with queens. Widow mines are not detected yet. Don't know what happened to his overseers. Does he have any? He's got one. I don't know where it's over here with this army. So he starts to move out. I have a decent army. I'm starting to throw down more barracks, starting to throw down a bunch of CCs. I should have had this done already. He does send out the infestors here, and they do die to the widow mines, which is pretty nice for me. He does not create any more infestors. Ultras, just non-stop ultras for him. My 2-2 just started when his 3-3 is almost done. I think this is terrible on my part. Stem forward, trying to do as much damage as I can. Queens are off creep, so I can kind of punish this. Get an ultra, you know, taking every bit I can. Because again, like, I don't even know, like, let's look at my scouting guys. Like, don't even know about that, don't even know about that. It's pretty bad. Scanning non-stop, because I have to preserve this base as long as possible, because I do not have a 4th base, which is pretty bad again on my part. I accidentally left up here and misclick. Need to work on that. Widow mines. He's starting to go back because his queens are out of energy. You know, more ultras. And all the queens just come. Like, when you're going ultras, you don't even need queens for larvae to resupply because they cost so much in supply. When you have this many hatcheries, you should be good for a while. Picking off queens so we cannot do all this. Being a little over aggressive, but I can get out there just fine. Just trying to get rid of his creep. Does chase me down though, because I'm not paying attention to my army. I don't want to stim. I don't think I do. No, I'm just one shot. Now, I don't know what I'm doing here. I kind of just blatantly moved command them into the ultras there by accident. I understand why he's not going for the push, because again, he does not have his queens. Good job of him bringing them back, you know, healing them and going back in and all that. This is still full. There we go, dropping. But mine's going forward, and they are burrowing, and they do not even survive to, you know, send out their thing, their rocket. I'll just call it that. And he is going, and he's pushing into me, and now I'm like, this is my point of view, I'm like, I have lost this, like, holy crap, I have done a terrible job. All the CCs, all this money, you know, producing as many routers as I can, you know, and he's got so many queens here. He's maxed, like, he just remaxed on just 2 ultras, like, you don't need larva for that. You know, I should be coming up onto my ramp, so he has less of a surface area on me. I do a pretty good job cleaning that up, I guess. No, not a pretty good job. Could have been a lot better. Still 2-2. Well, he's 5-3. Trying to pick up the queen's move command because I'm good. No, he's got all these bases and he's just doing an outstanding job for himself. Now, at this point, I'm just making all marauders. Like, I'm not getting any marines. I should be starting 3-3 because I have the money. Like, I have the money to do it. Making that one swarm host. Now, what really confused me, I didn't have these hotkeys, which I should have, is that he never goes up here. Like, why would you be afraid to go up here? I mean, it's a relatively decent sized ramp. Like, 4 ultras fit down there, so you'll have, like, I won't even be able to concave you that well. Now, I should be stutter stepping this. I shouldn't be letting the ultras taking free hits. He's preoccupied getting those. I kill all of his queens. Now he's resupplied on 98 Zerglings. And he has 11 larvae left, and he's max again. A bunch of CCs come down because I have a lot of money. Again, 3-3 is not starting up. Bad play on my part. Again, okay. So, now in this position, he keeps making ultras. Okay? Let's see, how many marines I have on the map? I have 3 marines, and that's in this bunker. I have a few missile turrets. All these SCVs, just okay. So let's look at our buildings here. Can't hit the right. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Holy crap, guys! I am terrible. Okay. Buildings, structures, T. How many missile turrets do I have? I have 6 missile turrets. Okay, that will not help. Okay, so this is what he needs to do at this point. He sees I'm just maxing marauders. Lings, good choice. Even better choice, throw down a spire. Like, remax on like 30 plus mutas. It's over. Like, I would just GG as soon as I see all those, because 6 of these 6 turrets will not help at all. I have tech labs on every new barracks I'm getting because he keeps making ultras. 3-3 just started at the 22-minute mark. That's terrible. But, pardon me, the mutas will take care of all of these medevacs. Like, again, I've lost quite a few because of the queens, and he's doing a good job select firing them, you know, not while they're preoccupied trying to kill the marauders. So, good play on his part. Pulls back, gets all of his lings in forces. Again, Widowmine's doing their duty. Good pull by him. Only did 8, 3, you know, decent numbers. Now this is where it's just like, oh geez, wings counter me so hard. Cause all I have is marauders. Like, you need, like, marauders do decent versus the lings, as you saw, but that's just because I have, like, I wasn't letting them surround me, like, you know, spreading out, which you have to kind of do versus ultras. So really, it's kind of like a lose-lose for me at that point in time. But I mean, you need the marines for the DPS to get rid of the lings. Again, 0 spire, which is really confusing when I watch this replay right after. This is all like so many drones in that. Transfer over here, just a couple over here. Take this base for Pete's sakes. He doesn't take this base for the longest time in this game. He goes for another push here. You have 3 CCs again. Good stutter micro, I guess. Not the greatest. Pulling him into Widow Mines, killing that, as he's just destroying all this. Now, you think, like, I'm so lost this game, right? Lift off here, I should. But again, medevacs, you know, still low on energy, but, you know, they're pretty good. Pick up. Now, I have 1 Marauder. Why does he not move in for the kill here? Well, because I'll just lift this up, and with a couple Marauders will do a pretty good job. I scanned pretty much every single base. Still hasn't had that. Push this up. All that, all that. Like, when I was scanning all these bases, I was thinking to myself, like, if he has these up, I'm just going to leave the game. But I felt like I'm going to stick it out. I think I can win this. Well, put up a good fight. Because he's still, like, we're like losing equal army every single time we fight. And I'm actually in winning in the units lost tab, which is surprising. And how many I've lost 7 workers, so I'm still doing pretty decent on the worker supply for how many mineral fields I need to use them for. 13 medevacs, saviors of the games. If you're like starting to lose and you're all in or something, medevacs bring back Terran in the game. Again, no Spire. Only have 9 Marines. 3-3 is almost done. Okay, so this is what I do here. Now, when I used to play Zerg, how they would counter ultras is that they would turtle up with planetary fortresses in front of their base. Because the less surface area ultra has to walk around, the better for the Terran. Okay, so I just turn these into PFs because when you move your army, they're going to be attacking the PFs more than the Marauders, because the Marauders are going to be sitting in the back just stimmed and doing all their damage to it. So that's a good thing on us. And then we finally take this, and I believe I do just like spend all this energy after scanning to see what he is up to. Scan his entire army, more ultras. Why is there no Spire? I have no idea. He could remax on 50 mutas, guys, if he had the larvae. He has 29. But he needs more money than he does gas right now, which is why he's kind of starving at this point. Using nice networks. I like this move. Nice snipe with that. So now he has less lings, so now I can kite even easier. Okay, before going into this, reason for this? Well, that's pretty nice. Just as it's about to pop out of the ground. Reason for this, creep spread, and he can retreat. And he puts another one here for more creep spread for the queens, guys. He wants the queens to keep up with his ultras to transfuse. Okay? So he can have the unkillable army for say. It's even more unkillable when you have brood lords and queens and ultras. It's just gosh. So now he's just going, oh, planetary fortress. Now, when he moved down here, I was like, oh crap, he's thinking about going down here, busting out these rocks, gonna kill this base, do all that. And I heard the the nice network. And I was like, okay, that's not any of my bases because I have it scanned. I have like all the vision. So then I just scanned. I was like, okay, he just has it there for creep set for his queens, which I figured out. Now again, marauders, just non-stop marauders. 12 marines. Mutas, guys. If you just see a Terran maxing out on marauders, just get mutas. So here we go, stim forward. See, like, he had like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He got like 7 ultras attacking a planetary fortress while I am attacking with marauders. And he only has like 3 or 2 ultras going after my marauders. So, I mean, again, transfusing, and eventually this just becomes me killing my own marauder because I'm mean like that. Stutter stepping, pulling away, trying to get them because they do AoE chops, right? At this point, like, I know I have enough medevacs, like 12 medevacs. That's like half of these will heal my entire army. I was hoping I would catch that more, but I was too preoccupied killing the creep. And he unloads everything from the Nidus networks. 20 lings, I'm just going for the kill here because I feel like I'm all in. Could be taking that base, but he has like all the bases covered. At one point in this game, he literally sends a drone to my 3rd and tries to take it as a base. Like, holy crap, you are confident that I do not have that base, even though I do. But for some reason, he tries. Okay, here we go. A lot of lings. Now I'm like, oh, poop, here I go, I lose. But medevacs healing pretty much half of the marines out there. Pretty good. And the reinforcements are coming. I have quite a bit of money because, mules. And I have this fully saturated 24/24. Killing all the queens. Non-stop lings. 3-3. Does he have the adrenal glands upgrade? No, he does not. This would help so much. It's kind of sad that people don't get any more. I know a lot of the casters at like big tournaments say it's useless, but you never know. Just get the upgrade. And then there's the GG guys. I slowly start to kill him. And leave. Alright, so on my part, more SCVs. Denying creep spread. Getting a 4th earlier. More map presence. You always want to be map present with as Terran versus Zerg. Because as you can see, you know, he has creep all the way almost to my base at one point in the game, and he has like every single base on the map except for this one. Like, you can't do that. I need to be dropping constantly and keeping him pressured, testing his multitasking skills, and when I wear him down, and pretty soon he's going to not be able to reproduce as much, and I can just throw army after army, which you don't really want to do, but you can eventually. And I just magically came out of this. 3-3 Marauders with Medivacs are pretty good versus Ultrix, guys. Alright, guys. Well, that's the end of this replay. I'll see you guys tomorrow.